The days of a simple good morning at the start of a shift are gone.
Had any cough or sore throat? No? Any traveling?
Absolutely not.
Nurses, therapists, ER physicians like Dr. Taslim Nimji work in an ever more threatening world.
Good morning, guys. Have a good day.
Personal protection equipment so precious now, it's counted like narcotics.
No, I need this one too. Need my autograph to get the N95?
Because nothing is kept out in the open, we have to get it from here. That way they sort of keep tabs on them.
But normally it would be kept out in the open, right?
Yes, that's correct.
But you just can't now because
No.
they disappear? Or?
We're running out of them, yeah.
He came with a shortness of breath, very COVID fever. So
We were invited to Humber River Hospital because of worries it's still not understood how callous COVID really is.
It sounds like there's a fair amount of anxiety.
We love to help them and everything as soon as the patients arrive. Of course, safety of everybody is being compromised in here.
You sound a bit emotional, Nelson.
Yeah, it's because I don't know what will gonna happen to me, to us all every day, even
Yeah, okay.
because of this thing that's going on.
They don't have gear to spare, certainly not to give to visiting journalists.
Okay, so we don't want to take anything. We are sometimes issued our own N95s for certain, hazardous shoots or whatever. Is it okay if I use this one?
Yeah, absolutely. It's okay for you to wear that here.
Okay, and goggles too?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's it.
And that's all you're going to need.
Okay.
There are changes daily now, including installation of plexiglass barriers.
So we have a lot of nurses looking up charts and information on patients. We've put up plexiglass around this for some extra barrier protection. And, you never really know what's going to come through the door in an emerge on any day.
Within minutes, her point was made.
Our lowest. Yep, someone's coming in.
An 88-year-old who's at home with a daughter.
Okay.
She's had a dry cough for about 3 weeks. And today she just wasn't feeling well. She said she was having some pain, discomfort across her chest.
Can I just clarify, is there been any fever?
Yes, 38.1.
Yeah, so fever, shortness of breath.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nimji. We're going to do like a check for COVID. Okay? You know the virus, the COVID virus?
With permission of Maria and her daughter, we kept watch.
I need to put this big thing in here into your nose all the way to your throat, okay? Okay. I know, it is not the greatest thing to do.
You just woke up in the middle of the night not feeling good?
Yeah.
Well, they did that test.
Oh, yeah. This hurts.
Yeah, I bet that hurts.
For the moment, there's time for staff to offer extra tenderness. Curiously, fewer accidents or injuries seem to be happening now. The bays aren't full. COVID changes an ER and the instincts in it.
We're trained to get in there and do our thing quickly. And now that all goes out the window because we have to ensure that we're wearing the right amount of PPE in the right order before we go into those rooms. Otherwise, the entire team is at risk.
Everything takes longer now, and that hurts. They're about to find out how much.
Which entrance we're going in from? The decontam room.
Anxiety levels are suddenly up. There's a patient on the way from a nursing home, and the cumbersome rationed gear has to come out.
Does this make you nervous, this moment?
Yeah, it's a very stressful moment. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous.
Who are the nurses going inside?
I'm going to EMS.
And who is the runner?
So this ambulance coming in here is carrying a patient who they just announced coded en route. So it's an 81-year-old, and everyone here is ready with their PPE because they just don't know what they're going to face.
Look how hard it is to communicate. Because they don't know if this man is COVID positive, they have to presume he hasn't. Anything that goes in that room is considered compromised, so they're careful.
What was given?
Baby monitors and shouting from within the sealed room have to suffice. It's tense, it's wrenching, and we need to step back. Take a breath now, for those who can't. The hospital you're looking at was built after SARS, designed with that in mind. It's high-tech, filled with negative pressure rooms, and meticulous attention to fresh air circulation. So it just doesn't seem fair that with the force of all that, the coronavirus is still in charge. And COVID-19 symptoms can really turn. They did for Frank. He and the staff allowed us to step in to talk. Mask and goggles, sufficient protection.
So how long have you been feeling this bad?
Over a week now, but I've been getting worse lately.
He'd been coming for dialysis daily, but has no idea how he got sick.
Yeah, that's all I've been doing. I don't go shopping, I don't go out, I don't go nothing. They drop me off, and I go back home. That's it.
What does it feel like, Frank?
I'm really, really weak. Even if I try to stand up, I dizzy out, I fall.
Yeah.
Pain through my whole body. It's not a good experience. I'll tell you that much. I'll do anything for this to go away.
There's another wish, to not be so lonely.
That hurts the most because my family cannot be here. My son, my wife, anybody, my brothers, anybody. Nobody can come and visit. I don't think they can even bring me stuff.
He takes a moment to call his wife and lets us check in with her too.
I just wanted to know, like, how are you managing with not being able to come in here and be with Frank?
Not too good. I've been crying the whole day, the whole night.
Yeah?
You're not getting any symptoms, are you?
No.
No, you mean my son, my brother?
No, Dad.
That's Mary Teti in the room with Frank, a patient family liaison rep. Along with doctors and nurses, she's it for human connection for the sick now.
I think in regards to what I do, it's just how sad the patients are, because a lot of them, they don't understand what's going on and they're not sure why their families aren't coming to see them. So that's the hardest part.
Have you ever seen a hospital with no flowers, no balloons, no families? It's odd. The silences weigh heavily, especially in the ICU. This patient is on a ventilator, unconscious, struggling, and has only been in the hospital for a few days.
So this gentleman came in, and I would say within about certainly under an hour, probably closer to half an hour after being here, needed to be intubated.
The brutality of the speed of that is not just medical. Again, it's about family. The ICU nurse is their lifeline.
You spoke with his daughter every day and this morning?
Yes.
How hard
Yes.
is that for you?
It's difficult because there is no positive answer to give the family, but it's just support measures.
What do you think of this virus when you've seen what it does to these people?
It's very catastrophic. It's very, very sad to see how a patient deteriorates quick.
This gentleman spent the weekend in ICU. He's still there now. And back in the ER, Dr. Nimji's shift is close to ending, her stoicism close to cracking. The patient brought in earlier who coded did not survive. Everything possible was done for him, but she cannot shake what she could not do for his wife.
So that looked hard.
Yeah, it is hard.
And you have to talk to the family.
That's the hardest part. That's the hardest part. The hardest part is when that family member, when that family member is weeping, and when that family member is begging you to do everything that you can, and when that family member can't be here. It's so important for us to let those people know, those family members that I've spoken to, and for anybody else who's been in that position, that we are doing everything that we can for the people that you love, and that it hurts us that you can't be here with them.
These are the refrains. They're scared and sad for those who cannot be with the people who matter now. And all that PPE muffles the sounds and the look of humanity, but doesn't erase it. Dr. Nimji's shift is long done, but Maria, the first patient of the day, is still here, and so she checks in.
Your heart rate is better.
And it's looking up. Maria's stabilizing hours after this, was able to head home. Dr. Nimji, too. To kids, she's too scared to hug for their sake.
Do you have the stamina for the long haul?
That's a good question. You know what? Human beings are pretty remarkable creatures, and we are nothing if we're not hopeful. We'll have to get through to the other side. There is no choice, right? And when there's no choice, then yeah, there'll be stamina.
Scared, but determined. And as much respect as Canada already feels for people like these, they deserve more.